What's up, guys? It's Sebastian Take One here. We're back with more Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time, we got a little bit further in the story. We had the Empire send an army after us, with Randolph leading, and we killed his ass. We fucking murdered him. So now we're gonna go through a few more of these supports that have built up. I have a few of them. Like I can a support her whenever she feels it, but I can marry a few of these. I can a support her. But yeah, we're gonna continue on going through the list. So she's next with the.
Oof, capsized the teapot. Tea leaves on the carpet. This'll be fun to clean up.
Hey, Hilda. Is something wrong?
Ignatz, I accidentally knocked over my teapot. I'd drunk all the tea already, thank the goddess, but the tea leaves went right into the carpet.
Oh, that's a mess. Here, let me help. I can leave stains if you're not careful.
But don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh no, don't worry. I'm on a break.
What's that in your hands? Oh, painting supplies. You were gonna go do some painting, weren't you?
Ah, yes. The weather's quite splendid, and I found a place where some gorgeous flowers are blooming. But the flowers aren't going anywhere this second. Let's clean this up.
Okay. Thanks, Ignatz, and sorry to keep you away from your painting.
That's okay. It didn't stain at least. We picked all the leaves out of the carpet.
Still going painting? Or is it too late in the day?
No, I think time-wise it'll be fine. If you're not doing anything, Hilda, would you care to join me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Forget what I said. I'm sure you're busy anyway.
You didn't let me say anything.
Well, no, but you didn't reply, so I thought you didn't want to.
I never said I didn't want to. I was just surprised. I'd love to see those pretty flowers you mentioned. I'm glad you invited me.
Oh, that's good. Wait, you're glad?
Of course I am. I like being invited to things, silly.
Right, of course. It's affirming.
Yeah, exactly. See? You get it. So there's no need to worry that an invitation is burdening someone. It feels good to be asked.
Of course. Well then, in addition to seeing the flowers with me, would you like to help with my painting?
I wouldn't want to screw up your opus. I'm not much of a painter.
No, I meant that I'd like to paint you, with the flowers all around you. Oh, that's too much, isn't it? Forget I said anything.
Silly, you didn't even let me answer. But you're right, I'm not up for that.
I'm sorry,
I'm not up for that, unless your painting of me will look really, really cute. Can you make that happen?
Huh? Yes, of course. I'll paint you cute as a button.
Good. Shouldn't be too hard. I can feel a very cute smile coming on.
Hey, Ignatz. What are you doing here? Hello? Oh, you're painting.
Ingrid, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same. I did ask you the same. Anyway, I'm just visiting the cathedral. I must say, that painting is looking wonderful.
Ah, don't look!
Why not? It really looks great.
Really?
I wouldn't lie. Let me have a look. Oh, it's the statue of Saint Seros.
I hope you don't think I was ignoring you. When I'm painting, I get totally absorbed.
Of course not. My feelings aren't hurt so easily. What if you gave her a more edgy outfit? Shorten up her skirt or something.
Did they just say edgy? I'm reading that correctly. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? Fucking edgy, really?
No, that would be improper.
Ooh, and how about making her sword bigger? Oh, turn her into a valiant knight.
But she's not a knight.
Ah, come on. Just this once? Huh. She doesn't exactly look like a knight. More like a maniacal demigod.
Yeah, it just kinda came out that way.
It's different. Not quite how I envisioned.
It's my fault. I should have stuck to my original idea.
I'm sorry I pushed you, Ignatz. I'll leave you be.
Nothing here.
What are you doing?
Oh, Flayn! I've just been researching the exploits of Saint Sethlene.
And why is it you're doing that precisely?
Well, painting is a hobby of mine, and I thought I might like to capture her likeness.
Well, how lovely. But how is researching her exploits necessary for painting?
If I wanted to use a statue of Saint Sethlene for my reference, it wouldn't be necessary. But that's not what I want. I wish to paint Saint Sethlene herself, looking exactly as she did when she was alive. And if I don't know anything about who she was on the inside, the image won't be true to life. So I wanted to find some hints about who she was, and that's why I've been researching her deeds.
Ah, so you were hoping to find out what type of girl she was.
Girl? Interesting way of putting it, but yes, more or less.
I see. Yes, it is all quite clear to me now.
What's happening?
Okay then. Allow me to share with you what I know of Sethlene's deeds. Long ago, in a world ravaged by war, Sethlene led a secluded life with her father, Keyhole. One day, they met Saint Seros, who was grieved by the chaos and destruction of war. And so, the three decided to join forces.
Huh? But I thought the saints gathered following a revelation from the goddess.
At the Battle of Tailtean, they fought against the 10 elites led by Nemesis, who sought to conquer the whole world. Sethlene tended to her allies on the field of battle, until she exhausted all her strength. Then, she fell into a long slumber.
But according to legend, she used her miraculous powers to heal all of the wounded.
Interesting story, is it not? Have you perhaps learned something new about Sethlene?
Having heard all that, I'd say she seems incredible.
Incredible? Well, I haven't heard that before. I feel certain you and I will be fast friends. Let us talk again soon.
Huh. Who knew Flayn was such an expert on Sethlene?
Lysithia, do you have a moment?
I do. What do you need to speak with me about?
I was thinking about the time we talked about our crests bringing bad weather.
Yes. We never did get to test that theory, since I haven't found any sun-bringing folks.
Joking aside, each crest is unique in how it impacts the bearer's life. I've seen more than my share of crest bearers, after all. Some of them bore crests of Karen like us, some even bore crests of Gloucester.
Certainly, but I don't see your point.
I'm not a crest scholar. I don't know all the details. I have a knack for guessing a person's crest just by looking at them. Forgive me, but do you have 2 crests?
Well?
You don't have to tell me. I mean, it shouldn't even be possible to bear 2 crests. So if you do have 2, you must be sitting on some major secrets.
It's nice to know that someone understands.
Of course. Everyone has things they would rather not talk about. For all you know, Catherine's not my real name. Maybe I'm an outlaw on the run from my homeland.
That can't be true, can it? Stop messing with me.
I was kidding, though who knows? Maybe there is some truth in it. My point is, no matter what secrets we're keeping, I'm still me, and you're still you. I do worry a little about you. You never seem to let your guard down around other people. That can't be easy. You know, it's important for you to relax once in a while.
I don't even know the meaning of the word.
That's easy. Just gab with your friends about something pointless, and the stress will fade away. I'm always happy to chat, if you're interested.
Well, thank you. Why are you being so kind to me anyway?
I just feel a certain kinship with you. We both have crests of Karen, and we both have secrets we can't share with anyone.
I see. I will say I'm happy to have someone around who actually seems to understand me.
Good. You can feel comfortable with me. Since we have the same crest, we're basically sisters.
Aw, I really like that. Someone as wonderful as you is my big sister?
Well, don't you just say the cutest things. That's my little sister for you.
Hilda? I wanted to thank you for helping me in the infirmary. I brought you these pastries. Ooh, thanks. I'll put some tea on. Have a seat. That sounds lovely. But I also wanted to apologize for always causing you such trouble. It's no trouble. No trouble at all. Everything tastes better with friends, don't you think? I give you help, you give me sweets, we have a little tea party. It's a good arrangement, I'd say. I'm used to it now, so if it changed suddenly, I would feel disoriented. I suppose if you're enjoying yourself, then it can't be that bad. Sure, you don't seem to mind listening while I gab, so I'm enjoying myself plenty. But do let me know if I'm too boring. No, you're not boring at all. In fact, you're, very good at talking. You're also good with your hands. You can clean and organize better than almost anyone. I envy you. Oh, stop. I'm blushing. I'm not as great as all that. We're both a lot different on the inside than we look on the outside, don't you think? How do you mean? People who see you think you're so proper, but you're actually clumsy. That's why I help you, because there are some things you just can't do. I'm sorry you always have to clean up after me. I didn't say I hated it. In fact, you've taught me a few new techniques I can use to persuade people. Maybe I'll start imitating you a little bit. I'll do the Marianne. That sheepish, sorry, and those quavering downcast eyes. But that might not work as well for me. People would probably assume that I'd hit my head. Oh, well... Aw, Marianne laughing at me. So rude and yet so adorable. I'm so sorry. I just can't help it. When I imagine you doing those things, I... Yeah. It's rather un-Hilda-like, I'll admit. Okay, that's enough laughing. I'm so sorry. Hey, are you all right? That tea's hot, Marianne. Be careful. Yes. Oh, ouch, hot. Come on, what did I just say? I know, I'm sorry. Ow, hot. Oh boy, a real steady hand, that Marianne. Sure, she was laughing at me, but how can I get mad when she looks so dang cute? Oh, hey, Marianne. Leonie? I thought greenhouse duty was mine today. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm sorry. You've been avoiding me ever since I lost my temper, haven't you? You're probably scared of me now. In the moment, I was hurt. I'm sure you had good reasons to act the way you did. If you want me to leave you alone, I will. I promise. You've got nothing to fear from me. Leonie, I've watered all the plants, so I'm done here. I'll get out of your way. Wait! Huh? Hey, what is it? It's, I don't mean to bother you. I'm sorry for keeping you here. No, not at all. Thanks for keeping me. Honestly, I've been worried about you. If you ever want to talk about anything, just say so. I'll make time. I've been avoiding people for most of my life, so I'm not the best at speaking. I know it's hard. You've been through a lot, but it's worth the extra effort to talk to your friends. I make everyone uncomfortable. I just don't know how to carry on a conversation. Hey, we're having one right now, and I'm telling you, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm actually really happy. So don't worry about me. And it's okay to be quiet sometimes, but try to find a middle ground at least. Otherwise, you'll never get any better. Oh. As far as what to talk about, anything's good. Hobbies, things you like, a dream you had last night. Really, anything. Okay, then. I like this flower. I think it's nice. I think so too. Did you know that where I come from, those have a completely different color? Oh, really? I'd like to see that. Great. Come visit my village someday. In fact, we should invite all of our friends. It'll be fun. Oh, yes. That would be very exciting. Oh, Sedith! Good day to you, and farewell.
Just a moment, Hilda. How are you feeling?
Sorry? Oh, fine. I'm doing just fine.
I'm glad to hear it. I had heard that you requested a substitute for your cleaning duty due to an illness.
You really do know everything, Sedith.
Just prior to that, you also asked for someone to take your place with table setting. I believe that was due to a wrist injury. It was not too serious, I hope.
Ah, you heard about that. The wrist is all healed up, thank you.
I seem to recall also that you declined to participate in a mock battle. That was due to a headache, yes?
I have a very fragile body, you see. It's so kind of everyone to make accommodations.
Indeed. It is a great friend who offers to help without complaint. See that you treasure such friends, and that you return the favor.
Of course. Well, then I should really be...
By the way...
Was there something else you wanted?
It so happens I am on my way to the chapel to offer my prayers. Would you care to join me?
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to intrude. I've already offered up all my prayers for the day.
Marvelous. We must always remember to give our thanks to the goddess. It is essential that we offer our prayers to her each day, that we reflect on our deeds and strive to live as she would want us to live. For the goddess sees all that we say and do.
Oh,
Now, if you will excuse me.
Of course. Goodbye now. How is Sedith so scary? It feels like he can see right through me. I guess that's his way of saying stop being lazy. I wish he'd just scold me outright. This is precisely why I try to avoid him.
Ingrid, do you have a moment? We're going to perform an opera in the cathedral.
We are?
Yes! It's a small one, but I need some volunteers. Let me tell you, Alois is very excited. He's already doing a ton of work for the show.
I see. What's it about?
Classic opera fare. A tragic love story, a princess who falls in love with a handsome commoner. But our princess, she carries the fate of her country on her shoulders. And no matter how in love she is, she can't just marry whoever she wants. Or can she?
That's quite a story. Sounds tragic and beautiful. Who will be playing the princess?
Me. I was a singer in an opera company, though I hope I'm not being too presumptuous casting myself. Even if you're not interested in being part of the production, you will come to see it, won't you? I'm asking everyone to dress up properly. I want it to be a stylish and elegant night.
That does sound quite lovely. And I do want to go, but
Please, don't worry if you can't make it. I understand we're doing this on such short notice.
No, it's not that. I just, I struggle with the elegant part of things. I don't really do myself up in elegant clothing and makeup and such.
If fashion's your concern, lady, you're in luck.
I am?
If you don't dress for the occasion, no one will take you seriously. But don't worry about a thing. I'll happily work my magic on you. When it's time, I'll meet you in your room. We'll make you the most beautiful woman in the theater.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Phew. Good work. Should we call it a day?
Thank you. Yes, let's. Catherine, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you something.
Let me guess. You're going to ask why you're so bad at predicting my attacks.
When I expect an attack from above, you surprise me from below. When I expect a jab, I get a sweep. You seem to anticipate my anticipation.
It's probably because you're a straightforward, honest person. You're reading my movements and trying to calculate what I'll do next.
That has always seemed the most sound strategy when engaging in combat, yes.
Right. Well, I take that anticipation and turn it against you. I use my eyes and the tilt of my sword to mislead you. Catching your opponent off guard is the trick to staying alive in combat. You've got to keep yourself alive if you want to protect Lady Rhea, right?
Your dedication to Lady Rhea's safety is truly inspiring, Catherine.
You flatter me.
My dream is to become a knight and protect my king, no matter the cost. There is no greater purpose I can serve. Although your fealty is sworn to Lady Rhea, you are the ideal knight I aspire to be.
Admire me to your heart's content, but I'm...
Catherine, I'd be honored if you would make me your squire.
My what now? Oh, you're far too straight-laced to be my squire.
However you might judge me, I'm quite serious about this.
All right then, why not? Let's start by teaching you how to flirt with handsome men.
Pardon me? That can't possibly be where you want to start.
Nah, I was just kidding. I wish I knew how to flirt with handsome men. Instead, let's teach you to lighten up.
Ah, understood.
Is something troubling you, Ingrid?
Oh, Sedith. You seem to have caught me when I thought nobody was around.
Perhaps I can help, if you would like to share.
I wouldn't want to bother you with my trivialities.
I will not pry, of course. But if you keep it to yourself, no one will be able to help you.
That's true. It's regarding my father.
Count Galatea. I have met him once or twice.
Yes, that's him. He and I have parted ways now. House Galatea was financially unstable for a long time. We were hardly able to support our soldiers and their steeds. My father had hopes that with my crest, I'd be married into a noble family, and that House Galatea's financial troubles would be a thing of the past.
Ah, I see. And the other house would benefit from the addition of your crest-bearing blood.
That was certainly the idea, but I broke ties with them. I do wonder how they are doing back home.
It seems to me you have suffered much for the misfortune of being born with a crest.
I beg your pardon?
I know crests are highly valued, but they are also a burden. My feelings are mixed.
You truly think so? But you're so devoted to the goddess. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing.
Perhaps one day I will expound upon my opinion of crests in greater detail with you. For now, let it suffice to say that whether or not you bear one is secondary to your identity. You are a person, first and foremost. And you should be permitted to grow as a person, crest or not.
I agree. Thank you for listening.
If you ever wish to discuss this again, consider me available whenever you please.
Thank you so much.
Flame! There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
You worry too much, brother.
I think a kidnapping is good cause for concern. I was so worried about you I nearly fainted.
Had that not happened, I would have never been allowed to join the professor's class. Even from something so dire, some good did come of it.
That is a dangerous attitude. This world is full of peril. You must be more vigilant. Please understand, I allowed you to enroll here only because I thought it best for your safety.
I am very much aware of that. You wanted to speak to me of something?
Yes, my dear little sister. You are kind beyond all measure, and you are the very picture of innocence. But precisely because of these very fine qualities, I worry about your interactions with the others here. The youths of our army are particularly eccentric. As your brother, it is my duty to help you with any concerns you may have.
I do appreciate the offer, but all the students and professors have treated me exceptionally well.
Even so, there must be at least some worry. Please, you need not conceal anything from me.
You worry far too much. There is truly nothing to share, and nothing for you to fret over.
Are you absolutely sure? The idea of you suffering in silence is unbearable to me.
Enough! I made it clear that nothing is wrong. I stand by my word. Well, there is one concern that comes to mind.
What is it? Tell me. I will help however I can.
There is a certain somebody who seems determined to get in the way of my friendships with my classmates.
What? That's horrible! Fear not. I will handle this scoundrel for you. Just tell me his name.
It is you, brother. Now then, I must be on my way.
What was Flame getting at just now? Let's see, I was speaking to her. I asked her to share her concerns, and... was there something else? No matter. Fear not, Flame. Your brother will protect you from all harm.
Hello, Professor Manuela. I wish you to know that I have heard ever so much about your talents.
Whatever are you talking about, Flame?
Singing! Why, you are wonderfully skilled at it, are you not? Why, I have even overheard people saying your voice is akin to the singing of a goddess.
It makes me happy to hear. But who told you that?
Oh, the students are always speaking of it, which got me to thinking, I may be the only person in all of the Academy who's never heard your beautiful voice in song. So, I was wondering, Manuela, might you sing a little something for me?
Your request is touching, but I can't perform on such short notice. My voice is an instrument and requires proper gentle care. However, the stories are true. I was once the leader of the Middle Franc troop, but that was a long time ago.
Middle Franc? What do those words mean precisely?
You've never heard of the Middle Franc troop? Before the war, it was the single most popular opera company in the imperial capital. I used to sing on stage with them. I was the star, in fact.
Oh, wow! In all of Enbar? They must not have been around when I was living there.
You used to live in Enbar?
Indeed. although I was quite a bit younger at the time. It is where I was born, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well, you must have been too young to hear about us.
Yes, that could be. And what precisely is the function of an opera troupe?
You don't know what an opera troupe is? Well, it's a group of performers like myself who act out stories on stage in front of a big audience. Stories with lots of singing.
I understand now. I certainly have experience in the fine art of storytelling. There is often singing as a part of story time for the children at the monastery.
That is darling, Flame. But I'm not sure it's quite the same thing as an opera. You see, operas are performed in grand theaters with orchestral accompaniment. Everyone attending wears their finest. It is a very special occasion.
Theaters, they're called? You mean to say that there are buildings exclusively used for telling stories?
You've never even heard of a theater? You're an intelligent girl, Flame, and the world is full of wonders. You have a lot left to discover.
How are you, Catherine? You look well enough.
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Never better.
That is good. I cannot help but be concerned, given your tendency toward incautious behavior. While boldness can be a virtue, I do hope you will bear in mind that recklessness is not. A moment's negligence can lead to a mortal wound for even the most skilled fighter.
You worry too much. If they saw me in action, the wounds themselves would cower.
That is precisely the attitude that worries me, especially given your history. You have been gravely injured before, as you no doubt recall.
Me? Gravely injured? When did that happen?
You mean you have forgotten? It was during your days as a student at the Officers' Academy. There was an excursion, a monster hunt. You charged ahead and left your fellow students behind. You ended up alone and surrounded. You almost died. Do you truly not remember?
Are you sure? All I remember is cutting down monsters left and right.
That is true enough, but you nearly bled to death in the aftermath. The Archbishop was so concerned for your life that she tended your wounds personally.
Oh, that was when that happened. Finally! It all fits together. Lady Rhea looking after me. Now that I remember clearly. That was the first time she ever spoke to me. I was lying on the ground, caked in mud, and she gently picked me up, even stroked my hair. The emotions were so overpowering that they must have just cleared away my memory of the whole incident. So it was during the monster hunt. Thanks, Sedith. That's been bothering me for ages.
That is not quite why I brought it up.
Come to think of it, Lady Rhea hasn't healed me since then. We've got to find Lady Rhea, and then maybe someday she'll honor me like that again.
Manuela, a moment?
Oh, hello, Sedith. I must apologize, but I am quite busy. Perhaps we could talk another time?
I have already confirmed that you have no urgent business. I would like to hear your explanation now.
My explanation? For what?
Allow me to be more specific. Where were you, and what were you doing last night?
Oh, my dear Sedith. You must relax that worried brow. Those forehead creases will ruin your beauty.
Just answer the question, please.
What question is that? The one you already know the answer to? Last night I had a bit of fun and a bit of drink. Less of one and more of the other, sure, but...
How much you drink is not my concern. But you are an adult who is tasked with the supervision of children. You should not be causing trouble for the students. It is unacceptable for you to expose them to your disgraceful behavior. Even more so to impose upon them the labor of cleaning up your mess.
Oh, don't oversell it. All they did was walk with me back to my room.
From what I hear, you had to be carried.
I'd like to think I'd remember that. If it happened, and it probably didn't, it's not as if I'm heavy. Nobody hurt themselves. Did they? Come on, Sedith. Loosen up. If you're so worried about how I'll behave, why don't you join me for a drink sometime? I mean, I only get in trouble when I drink alone.
If it will help to improve your behavior, I would not object to accompanying you from now on.
Well, that sounds just delicious. What are you doing tonight, around...
But first I will lecture you on all of the intricacies of proper behavior in the supervision of children. And until I am done, you will not drink a drop of alcohol. If you agree to those conditions, I will join you. I will even drink with you. Alcohol has little effect on me.
That is just... You know, getting lectured by you is... Well, I think the word is torture. Yes, that's it. Torture. And I won't have it. I'm going to go get a drink and try to forget this ever happened.
How is it that you imagine yourself the tortured one?
Okay. That's everyone. We spent basically 40 minutes going through supports. So, let's get to the battling, shall we? We've got 2 paralogs. We got an auxiliary. Well, I'm going to do this one first because it deals with Marianne.
There's no reason to feign ignorance. I know all about you.
What are you talking about?
Just come here.
Professor, help!
Don't interfere. Just hand the girl over to me.
Omawa no shideru. I mean, never. Though, let's be honest, you're gonna be dead if you don't fucking back the fuck off.
I'm telling you this for your own good. You're putting yourself in danger by associating with her. Do you know of the wandering beast stalking the woods in the Edmund territory? It is said that it attacks people every night and drags them off to feast. The true identity of the wandering beast is that girl right there.
No, I would never.
I want you to get the living fuck out of here, sir. Turn around. Put your thumb up your ass. And go. Bitch.
No matter. I'll get the evidence I need.
My apologies for getting you involved in that.
Can you, tell me what's going on, please? What happened?
In truth, that man has been following me ever since my father disappeared. He's a crest scholar.
Why is he following you?
The crest that my father bore and was passed down to me. It was Maurice's crest.
Maurice's crests?
Yes. It's also known as the Crest of the Beast. It's said there were once 12 heroes who saved Fodlan. There was the King of Liberation, Nemesis, the 10 elites, and finally, Maurice. One day, Maurice suddenly transformed into a hideous beast and slaughtered innocent people. It was like when Miquelon of House Gautier turned into a black beast. The negative energy dwelling within his crest turned Maurice into a monster. The people of Fodlan grew to despise him, and he was stripped of his honor. His whole clan was conquered, and it was believed that his bloodline had vanished. But even now, there exists a few descendants who have inherited Maurice's crest and his curse. My family line is one of them. Maurice's crest is a symbol of disaster. Anyone who comes in contact with it is met with great misfortune. Those who carry the crest become beasts at night and slaughter innocent people.
What that man mentioned.
Yes, the rumor about the wandering beast in the woods. People are saying the creature is similar in appearance to Maurice's bestial form.
If it's defeated, wouldn't the rumors be dispelled?
That may be true, but I doubt I could do it on my own. If you and some of the others came with me, though. Thank you. But, promise you won't tell anyone about my crest? I'm sorry to have to ask, but thank you.
Alright. Marianne is not next to me. Which means she's either... You're over there with a beast. Okay. What we need to do immediately is set our flyers up. Plane. And that means I'm probably gonna have to fly over as fast as I can. Units. No, dumb fuck. There we go.
Well, come back.
Alright. We should be good to go.
Are you really the wandering beast that people talk about?
Do you bear our crest? For what purpose did you come here?
Our crest? Does that mean...
It appears that your presence has been detected by bloodthirsty demonic beasts.
Alright.
What's my strategy?
I'll do my best. Shall we?
Guide me well.
Demonic beasts! Everyone, please move carefully.
This forest is the den of demonic beasts. You will be lucky to make it out alive.
At the ready.
That's the goal.
I must.
Onward.
Leave it to me.
God damn it, they're like right in front of you.
Let's make this quick.
Steady now.
Whoa! Yeah!
I'll crush them all. Is that all?
That helps.
Interesting.
Here is something to believe in! Guess I...
grateful.
That looks just like Miklon's Black Beast. Could a hero's relic be at fault?
Hero, there is a word that takes me back.
Takes you back? Are you?
After so long, I cannot speak of it. Nothing will stop me from feasting upon your flesh and blood.
Haven't.
I can do this! Still alive. I found...
Okay.
Great job.
Appreciate that.
Apologies.
Nothing will stop me.
No, I won't let you.
I'm a quick study.
Is this it for me?
What? You're about to kill her.
Dear goddess, my soul is yours to take.
Who hasn't moved?
Nothing.
I'm getting there.
Is dear goddess.
I'll crush them all. All for Lady Rhea. Even.
Let's make this quick.
Steady now. I wasn't about to let you go.
I'll do my best. You saved me, Professor. Thank you.
Fuck! God damn it! Why did I do that? No, I want to hear what you said.
I'll do my best. You saved me, Professor. Thank you. The Wandering Beast's true form. Could it be? Sorry, I need to focus on the fight. Let's make this quick. Onward.
She's just out of range. Damn it.
Tap.
At the ready.
Guide me well.
You're the best.
Nothing will stop.
Leave it to me.
What's my strategy?
That sword. It's the sword of the king. Are you the one who can liberate me?
Watch and learn.
I'll crush them all.
Is that a heal?
No time for mercy.
Steady now.
Shall we?
I have faith.
Okay.
Let's make this quick.
She has no damaging spells.
What's my strategy? Much needed.
Guide me well.
I'm hurt, but I'm with you.
Can't move. It's gonna kill him.
I'll do my best.
Thanks for that.
It's
At the ready. That looks just like Mick.
Afters.
shall we?
I'm all right.
Let me paint you a picture.
I'll crush them all. Even I.
I'll use.
Nothing will stop me.
No, I won't let you.
This is getting dangerous.
Proceed carefully.
hurt, but I'm with you. So close.
Leave it to me.
Well done. Finally, this nightmare of 1,000 years is at its end. Oh, inheritor of my crest. If this body is to decay, then the sword, I leave it to you.
Thank you so much. I still can't believe what we saw in that forest. The wandering beast's eviscerated body. Only human bones, and this sword remaining. Surely the creature's true identity was...
I'm sorry.
You again?
I heard rumor that the wandering beast was slain. But do you really believe that frees you of suspicion? Without proof that it was slain, the argument that you are not a beast does not stand. Furthermore, Huh? Oh, that sword!
When the wandering beast was defeated, this sword...
It's unmistakable. Carved into that sword's crest stone is Maurice's crest. But how would the lost magic blade end up with the wandering beast? According to what I know of Maurice's story, he didn't let go of the sword until the very end. That must mean... I see. So that's what happened. My apologies. It seems I was mistaken. I must be going.
So the wandering beast was...
Maurice himself.
He was roaming the dark woods for over 1,000 years, suffering for his murderous past.
Good thing you were able to put an end to it.
It's true. And because of that, I feel as though my curse has been lifted. The blood of a beast no longer flows through me. I feel human for once. Thank you, Professor. I couldn't have done it on my own. Without your help, I would never have found peace. I'll do anything I can to repay my debt to you.
Alright, now it's time for Petra and Bernadetta.
Why, thank you so much. Nothing like a moment of perfect stillness.
Why is it preferable to have stillness?
Petra? Please don't sneak up on me like that! Oh, you're here too, Professor? What's going on?
I was asking my question first. What are you enjoying about air that is still?
Still air makes me feel better, that's all. It means you're in a nice, closed-off space where you can hide.
But spaces that are wide and open are wonderful. Places like forests and oceans.
Guess we'll have to agree to disagree about that.
I am not understanding your answer, but I am appreciating your explanation. I am reminded. I was wanting to ask if you wish to be going to the forest or ocean with me.
What? What part of anything I said would make you think I wanted that? So, your grandfather is in trouble. He's trying to lend us soldiers from Bridget, but Edelgard is sending messengers there to convince Bridget she's not their enemy.
You are saying messengers, but the truth is they are a threat. Bridget is having no power to refuse.
I get it, but what does this have to do with me?
Professor was asking this of me. I was told, if I am going to a faraway place, to be taking Bernie with me, since she is hiding away.
What? Professor? What did I do to deserve this? I know I'm a recluse, but I do go out on missions once in a while.
Lend me your strength, please.
You say that, but I don't think I'm ready for this.
Bernie, I'm wanting this as well. Please, join me.
Since you put it that way, Petra, I'll think about it. Do you really want me to go, Professor? All right. I'll lend a hand. For everyone's sake.
What is the point of lending a hand? Are you not needing both of them to battle?
What? No, it's a figure of speech. Oh, don't make me imagine that. Come back soon. Well, is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Alright, I think we're good.
Professor, this is bad. The enemy's already here.
In strength, the enemies may be winning, but I am having an idea. I have been hearing that my friends are being imprisoned in the Western Stronghold. We will be taking the stronghold and releasing our allies. Do not let loose your hope.
What? That side's crawling with enemies! We should go east. Way fewer of them over there.
Okay.
What's my strategy?
I'll crush them all.
Shall we?
I will prevail.
Thing is, in order for me to win, I have to get Petra all the way up there, which would be.
I do this for all of us.
Guide me well.
Yes.
Let's make this quick.
Leave it to me.
Send a wall.
At the ready.
Guess I have no choice. Don't get used to this. Onward. Ha!
Thanks for that.
With all of my might! Oh, my heart burns with pride.
I didn't change the sword. Whoops.
I'll do my best.
I must lead them well.
A striking display.
Oh,
Let's think about this. I'll do my best. Shall we? Never let your guard down.
I'll crush them all. I won't hold back.
I do this for all of us. Let's make this quick. I've got no time for mercy.
Guide me well. That is all.
At the ready. I fought and won. More back.
Fighting wears me out.
I will prevail. Not for myself, for everyone. Hard.
Just like that. What's my strategy? This could turn the tides.
Leave it to me.
Onward. Ta!
A fitting outcome.
I must.
recapturing of the stronghold has been completed. Our friends from the stronghold will soon be aiding us in battle.
I must lead them well. There is...
I always was a quick...
Reinforcements are ready. Let us attack with each other. I will not die yet.
I fought and won. Sorry.
That's enough! Never let your guard down.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Amazing.
Hubert.
Well, well, well. This little diplomatic errand to Bridget just got interesting. It seems we have some special guests. Capture the road ahead before they reach it.
If they are blocking the road, I will not have the ability to be seeing my grandfather. They must be moving quickly. You lost that one.
I...
So, Princess of Bridget. Now we see where your loyalties truly lie. This, after we spared your life in return for naught but your beauty. How ungrateful.
10 years have been passed. The Empire has been changed, just as Bridget has.
What the fuck?
Professor! Petra!
That ain't fair.
Reinforcements are ready. I will prevail.
What's my strategy?
Leave it to me.
I'll do my best.
At the ready.
I'll crush them all.
Let's make this quick. No time to slow down.
Guide me well.
Shall we?
I fought and won.
Onward. I do this for all of us.
Tear 'em up!
time for mercy.
I'm sorry, why did your attack simply not work?
I'll crush them all. I'll crush them all.
Why is your hit suddenly terrible?
Guide me well.
I'll crush them all. Stay down! All for Lady Rhea.
That was amazing. Onward. I will prevail.
Leave it to me.
What's my strategy?
Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. You will not turn them against us.
It's over.
Get crit, bitch.
No more I can do here. Troops, remember your orders. I must withdraw.
Sorry it's gotta be like this.
I'll do my best. I must keep going. I do this for all of us.
You're just out of range.
Let's go. Now! At the ready.
Let's make this quick.
Haven't.
Shall we? Oh, fighting wears me out.
To survive, I will win each battle a victory.
You, sir, just made a fucking major dumb.
It is done. Now I can be meeting my grandfather. We must be moving with haste.
Finally over? Whew. Alright, let's get out of here. This isn't exactly, the ideal environment for a recluse, you know.
I will be speaking with my grandfather. Once he is convinced, I will be returning. Professor, everyone, please be waiting here. Enemies may still be nearby.
Got it. We'll wait right here. And if anyone comes, the professor will handle it. Right, Professor? The vegetation around here is pretty different from the kinds we usually see. It may be no good for a recluse, but the forest does have its own charms, doesn't it?
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
Didn't you know? I love greenery! Especially carnivorous plants. They're my favorite!
Really?
Yes! They just sit there nice and still and wait for their dinner to come to them! How great is that? And they all look so unique, too! What? Don't you think so? Oh look! Petra's back!
Sorry to be making you wait. I have spoken with him.
It's been a long time since you've seen your grandfather, huh? How'd it go?
As is usual, my grandfather was well and strong. He was saying that he will be supporting us and giving us troops.
That's great! So we did it?
We did. You have my thanks. Ever since we were losing the war to the Empire, Bridget has been viewed as a vassal state. But with Fodlan at war, it is a chance for Bridget to be changing our situation. Our cooperation today is part of that chance. Bridget is wanting equality with Fodlan. We will be working hard to make this happen.
Huh.
Bernie, what is it you are feeling?
You're amazing, Petra. You went all by yourself to a foreign country? You worked hard for your homeland and you achieved your goal. I'm always focused on my own problems and I barely ever get anywhere.
That is not the truth. You were fighting hard for me. You came here to be helping everyone. You were not thinking only of yourself. I am never doubting that you are working hard. We will be working together to keep moving forward to the future.
You really mean it? That's so nice!
Alright.
Guess so.
plus flying, level A lance.
Ah. That.
A axe, A flying.
Natural. Let's not. Natural. That. Natural. There is always more.
You're... Thank you.
A riding sea lance.
Now to keep polishing. What?
Professor.
No. Alright.
Professor, a moment? I am sorry that I doubted your ability. I deeply regret ever holding such a view of you. It is obvious to me now that you are extraordinary.
Really?
Do you doubt your own power, even now? I suppose that's only natural. You've lived your whole life knowing next to nothing about yourself. Not even Gerald could have possibly known all there is to know about you. But I wonder, are you satisfied with that?
What do you mean by that?
Are you content, not knowing who you are? Or do you yearn to know more?
I wish to know more, I just don't know where to begin, but honestly both of the answers will work.
That was a foolish question, of course. You are not the sort to be complacent. So, only one more question matters. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
The truth. All of it. Learning it will doubtlessly have direct consequences on your life. I do not know what those will be. You may decide, once you learn it, that you wish you hadn't. But even if you have such regrets, you will never be able to return to ignorance. So, are you ready to know the truth?
Yes.
I see. That is what I wish to hear. Since the Archbishop put so much faith in you, I will continue to offer my aid. More than that, I will put my faith in you as well, and I will do all that is within my power to help you someday reach the truth.
I thank you.
That wasn't so bad.
This should be suitable.
I have much expertise now.
Growth sustains me.
I've learned a thing or two from battle.
Feeling pretty good about this.
We've got an S. She's got an 89% chance of passing. Let's try it. She passed.
I passed?
Oh, I didn't finish that. Okay, I'll put it back. More fucking sports.
Now I can get...
For now, until she masters that class. She's 63 more things to do. Alright. We're at the 2 hour and 5 minute mark. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these left. Okay. We're gonna take the extra time, just get through them. Once we're done, we're done.
I feel like I'm drowning in responsibilities. Claude, take my mind off it all. Regale me with another of your weird childhood stories.
Okay, then. How about an old story from a foreign land that my dad told me when I was a kid? Once upon a time, there was a white camel that got separated from his herd.
I'm so happy for that white camel. I really thought he was gonna die.
Was that story really worth bawling your eyes out over?
It was wonderful. Don't you know how moving that story is?
You know, I never thought much of it until today. But seeing you bawling like that, I do appreciate it a little more now.
What's that mean?
Well, you're always fake crying, aren't you? Getting all misty-eyed to make people think you're a delicate flower?
What? You're awful. I only cry when I'm sad.
Claim what you like, but I can spot real tears from fake tears any day of the week. Fess up.
If you understand me so well, maybe it's because you're no different.
How's that?
When you smile or laugh, it's not sincere. I can tell.
I've only seen you genuinely smile a handful of times. Like when you're talking to the professor.
Wow, good one, Hilda. You hit me right in the gut. I guess you're right. I'm not so different from you in that way. But how did you come to realize that? Have you been watching me that closely?
I'm afraid so. My eyes seem to wander toward you of their own accord. What? Hold on. Forget I said that. I didn't say that.
Nope, no can do. Forgetting isn't something this crafty brain of mine is capable of. Besides, my eyes have a tendency to wander in your direction too. How else do you think I found out about your fake crying?
Huh? What are you getting at?
Say, Hilda, once everything's settled down, do you want to come meet my parents? I mean, don't get the wrong idea, you just seem interested in my family. Besides, you've opened up to me quite a bit, but I still haven't let you in on my own secrets. If you meet my parents, I think you'll understand, though it might come as a bit of a surprise.
Your family? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious.
Well then, if neither of us changes our minds before the opportunity presents itself, let's agree to go visit my home together.
Although, if it's a long journey, my brother might not be too happy.
True, that might be a tough nut to crack. As tough as Fodlan's locket.
Where is that darn ladder?
Need help with something, Lysithia?
I can't find the ladder anywhere, and I needed to check out the books up on that top shelf.
Want me to just grab one for you?
No, I need to be able to dig around myself.
No problem. You could sit on my shoulders instead. Up you go.
Hang on a sec! That's not... I hope nobody saw that. Anyway, thank you. That was helpful. I can't believe how many fantastic books were hidden just out of reach up there. Thanks for being so patient while I rummaged.
No problem at all. It was my pleasure.
Hey, Raphael. You're always extra nice to me. Is it because I remind you of your sister Maya?
Yeah, I can't help but think about her whenever I see you around. We lost our parents when she was still real little, so she never had adults around to do stuff for her. That's probably why she grew up to be the kind of kid who wants to do everything on her own.
That's certainly something I can relate to.
I keep telling her that it's okay to rely on her big bro a little bit. Like, when there's stuff she can't do because she's too small. She just needs to ask someone bigger to do it. I told her that she could help me when I'm having trouble with stuff too. Then we would be even.
Young or old, we can all help one another out. We each have our strengths and weaknesses. Receiving help and providing help in return. It sounds so simple, really.
It is simple! I knew you'd get it.
I do. And I hope you understand that you can come to me for help too, Raphael. I can't be the only one receiving aid. It makes me feel incompetent and like a kid. I hate that.
Alright then. You could help me clean up my room.
I bet it's a disaster knowing you. I'll help you on that front, but I've got some rules on how to keep things tidy. You'll need to listen up.
If you could help with the actual tidying, that would probably be better. No need to bother with rules. I don't really do so good with remembering the complicated stuff. Oh! I got an idea. It would be even better if you could just come by and tidy up from now on. If you keep helping me, then I can help you whenever you need it. No guilt.
Whenever I need it, huh? How long does that offer hold?
From now on. Like for always. I don't know what's so difficult to understand.
For always sounds nice. I'm fine with that.
Marianne! Come here, quick!
Oh, what's wrong, Raphael?
It's that bird you were talking to! I just found him! See? Right there on the lower branch. That's gotta be him. But he looks a little sad for some reason.
You're right. Do you mind if I handle this? Hello there, Mr. Bird. How do you do? Yes, I see. I see. So your food supply is...
Food? I got it.
I completely understand. I have seen more people and birds foraging for berries lately. It would be ideal if those berries were growing in another forest nearby. Then you wouldn't have to.
Are you hungry, Mr. Bird? I got just what you need.
Are those bugs? Yuck.
Look at him go. He's loving it. He's gonna get so big and strong after this.
That was disgusting. But how did you know he was hungry?
I could tell by looking at him. He looked hungry and weak. More importantly, I saw what you did. That bird wasn't speaking human, so you gotta understand birdese. I knew it.
Oh, about that. I'm sorry, Raphael, but I need to tell you the truth. I can sort of understand what animals are thinking when I look at them, but I can't speak to them. I'm sorry for leading you on.
Oh, I see. What about me then? Can you tell what I'm thinking when you look at me?
No, Raphael. I can't.
Well, of course not. You're not even looking at me. You gotta look at my eyes.
Nope, still can't do it.
I guess I just gotta tell you. I'm thinking it would be nice if you talked to me the way you talk to animals.
What do you mean?
Whenever you talk to animals, you seem happy and friendly. I just wish you'd talk to me like that too.
I'm so sorry, Raphael. I didn't know.
What if I tried this? Cheep cheep chiree choo choo doo!
What the?
Whoa! I've never heard you laugh before. I should have talked to you in birdese sooner. Cheep chirah cheep li woo teedledee!
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that one.
I said you gotta eat bugs to grow big and strong, just like Mr. Bird.
I think I'll have to pass. Hey.
Oh, Lysithia. Something I can do for you?
Can you help me out with my shopping?
Yes, of course. You need me to carry stuff?
Actually, can you pick up some tea for me? I'd do it, but I'm drowning in work.
You're so busy you can't go shopping. Okay. Do you have a favorite kind of tea?
I'm not too picky. I just like having it around, really. Whatever's cheapest works for me. Here's some money.
One question. Why me? You don't really need my help for this.
I just thought I could lean on you a bit. You know, rather than trying to do everything on my own.
Right, I see. Well, good. I'm glad you decided to approach me. But for this particular task, you might be better off doing it yourself.
Oh?
There are so many different kinds of tea, and I'm not very discerning. Well, what if I get you one you don't like? When I do my own shopping, I pick a tea at random. Otherwise, I'd be paralyzed by all the choices. It's the same with food. Sometimes I stare and stare at the options and never decide.
You look like you were doing just fine when you went to get groceries the other day.
I really had to push myself to do that alone. I don't think I can do that again. Sorry.
Uh-huh. So, you've stopped trying to do things on your own, then?
Yeah. Still, though. For today, how about you have some of my tea? If that'll do.
Sounds nice, sure. Do you mind brewing mine while you're at it?
Okay. Though I can't do it as skillfully as Lawrence, I'm afraid. I'll get it ready right away. Feel free to start focusing on your work. What?
I mean, you seem plenty reliable to me.
I do. Really? How so?
You're fun, you're easy to be around, and you rarely complain when you help others.
Well, I'm just pouring you some tea. I'm not sure that qualifies as help.
It's not easy for me to rely on people, but with you, it's different.
Well, there aren't many things I can do, frankly. What I can do, I will do. So if you need anything, ask me, and I'll try to help.
You really are unreliable as it turns out. Guess I'll just have to take your word for it.
How are you, Petra? You're not finding anything difficult, right? You seem to have settled right in.
I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness.
I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess all the way from Brigid.
You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
There's nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be. Anyhow, I suppose you can't return to Brigid anytime soon, can you? I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes from back home.
I do wish for that. But there is no possibility. The ingredients are not found here.
I suppose you're right. That's probably why they don't cook the food of Brigid in the dining hall. I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real meal of Brigid. I'll just find a recipe and similar ingredients.
Wait, Dorothea. It is the thinking that counts. But your cooking is... What is the word? Horrendous. That is what everyone is saying anyway.
Horrendous? Nobody's cooking can be that bad.
The thinking is enough for me. You have my biggest gratitude.
Fine, I'll do something instead of cooking for you. I just want to be sure that you feel at home here. How about a massage? That may help you loosen up.
I have no problems. My body is already able to relax.
Oh? Then perhaps I could sing you lullabies to help you sleep.
I'm not having sleeping trouble.
Just know that you never have to worry about putting me out. I like helping my friends. Well then, I must be going, but remember my offer.
Dorothea is filling my heart full.
Alright. A lot of people do a seminar. I wonder why. But, yeah, we'll stop here. Then we'll continue on. We're on chapter 15. So, I will see you guys next time. How much do we have left? Because I have a chapter count for each of the stories in front of me. It doesn't tell you what the chapters are, unless you, like, actually click them. But, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. We still got a lot of ways to go, but we're getting closer. Alright. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.